Testing, 1, 2, 3.
John, can I just come into this real fast? I see from your report you've got a 76% increase in active U.S. buyers. Is that individual Americans buying on the Alibaba platform? We're very glad to hear it. John Kaplan, Alibaba.com president. John, thank you very much for joining us. It is very much appreciated. Thank you very much, sir. All right, you can hear the bell ring in, and in 3 seconds, trading will begin this Tuesday morning. Remember, please, we're coming off a huge gain from all the indicators yesterday. We were up 900 plus on the Dow Industrials. Nice percentage gain all around. Well, we have now opened for business. I can only see 6 or 7 of the Dow 30 in the green on the upside, but the downside move is quite limited. You're off about 80, 90 points as we speak, as the market is opening up. That's a fractional loss percentage-wise. A similar fractional loss for the S&P. That's down 7 points, about a quarter of 1%. And the Nasdaq Composite, that is down a tiny, tiny fraction, 0.03%. That implies the techs are doing okay. We'll see about that. Walmart, nice gain, up nearly 3%. Online sales up 74% in the first quarter. They spent about $1 billion on virus precautions. Investors don't mind that. The stock is up 3% at 131, and it's a Dow stock, remember. Home Depot, they also spend a small fortune on the...
Okay, Xavier, good morning. Good morning, Twain 313, Smith, Twain Smith. Do you know Johnny Cash? No, I don't know Johnny Cash. Well, good morning, everybody. This is Brian Young at ProTinkerToys.com, ProTinkerToys.com. This is our Shipping with Brian. Shipping with Brian. And I'm out in the shed getting pulling. I have my pull list. I do this every morning. This is my pull list. These are things that I sold, and so I then pull them and get them on the shipping table. So these are all the items I sold. Everything from a snake mongoose set, Hummer and Viper, Wild Bill gun, toy gun. And then you might hear some background noise, and that's my son, Frankie. Frankie got in trouble this morning. He wasn't supposed to. I told them that they had to go in their room and play for a little bit, and then after lunch, he would get to play a Switch. Well, he took his sister's DS, and he was playing with it, and he wasn't supposed to. And so now he's sitting over here. I will show everybody where Frankie is. Oh, now he's bashful. Now he's bashful. Okay, that's fine. We won't film Frankie. Frankie will stay out of the camera. All right. All right. No, you're gonna come down here right now. Come down. I said I'm gonna count to 5. And if you pound one more time, you'll stay up there another day. He's got a habit of wanting to do it. His rights are only
one of the top streaming people is leaving. Lawrence, he's gone to TikTok, is that it?
Yep, his name is Kevin Mayer, and he was really instrumental in Disney Plus and also the content deals of the past few years.
All right, I'm going to go upstairs. I got to go upstairs and get 2 items. Good morning, Adam Hurt. We got 3 viewers right now. Okay, so I need to go upstairs and get a gun set and a train set.
I can get that, Dad.
No, you're in trouble right now.
I can help.
Yeah, I know you want to help, and yes, I would like you to help, but when you don't listen, then that gets me upset. So right now you're in punishment zone, okay?
I want to help.
What?
I want to help.
You're in punishment zone right
I
now.
don't want to. I want to help.
Well, right now you're in punishment.
I want to help.
You want to keep going down that road?
I just want to help.
I seem to remember them bottoming at about 90 or even lower than that. Okay, overall mixed picture for the market. Down 100 on the Dow, up a fraction on the Nasdaq. Look at Tesla. They just turned into the red, negative. They're raising the price for their full self-driving feature. Not sure I know anything about this, Susan. How much more will people have to pay?
$1,000, so it'll be $8,000 on July the 1st. But Elon Musk says you can get it at a bargain for $8,000 because it's worth $100,000 someday. This is full self-driving capability, meaning that it's not exactly entirely autonomous because the software has to keep up with the hardware, which it's not doing right now at this point. But in the future, he has a lot of ideas as to how to use this. So, for instance, instead of having your car parked when you're not using it, you can maybe rent it out for ride hailing in the future. And then he says also he says in the future you could also possibly pay a subscription fee for this year instead of paying the outright $8,000 as well. But he says get it at a bargain. It's 8,000, could be worth 100,000 in just a few years.
Okay, I'll listen to that one. Now we've got a real mixed picture in the market at the moment. Look, the big boys
Dad, you
down
have
100,
somebody
down
calling you.
170 points. That puts them back at 24,429. I got to tell you, the technology stocks, Microsoft, for example,
Dad,
Amazon,
somebody calling
Facebook,
you.
they're all on the upside, and that's helping the Nasdaq. The 10-year Home Depot is a Dow stock. It's down, and that accounts for 47 down points on the Dow Industrials. Got that one. The 10-year Treasury is down 47 points.
You're banging.
1,742 dollars an ounce. The price of oil going up, I believe. What is it?
Hello.
$3 a barrel. Southwest Airlines.
Hello.
Say their bookings in May down
Hello.
11% from this time last year. They are now seeing a nice gain in bookings.
Nobody's
As it
there.
says here, the virus fizzles out. I don't know about that, but they've got a gain in bookings.
Hello.
And Southwest is now up.
Testing 1 2 3.
Lock-in Copy, Chinese company listed on the Nasdaq, I should say. They just received a delisting notice, right, Susan?
Successful IPO just about a year ago. So Luckin Coffee is that Chinese company that was supposed to be a Starbucks killer. It turned out the COO fabricated around $300 million worth of sales last year, and you've seen a multitude of executives stepping down as well as a lot of big fund managers taking their money out of this company. So the CEO has stepped down, and now the Nasdaq says it's time to delist. In fact, it hasn't been traded since the start of April, so I guess this is just a black mark for corporate China.
They claimed they got a lot of revenue, and it didn't happen. Is that accurate?
They didn't have $300 million of revenue, but that's a lot of money, isn't it? Especially, for a country like China that's still really relatively new to coffee drinking.
You're right. It's a black mark for Chinese companies if they don't get the books straightened out properly. All right, Susan, thank you. Check that.
Okay.
The big boys.
I'm sorry, guys.
150 points.
Good night, everyone.
Some of that loss.
Xavier is good night. Good night.
Address the nation's farmers, ranchers, and food supply chain. It's a
I'm getting the drag strip tune-up kits.
you will see it. Well,
That's one of the items that are out of stock right now. But I'll be getting those. I've got them on order. As soon as they come in, I will get them. I finally got a haircut. My barber was open yesterday, and so I got myself a nice military-style haircut. I hope everybody likes it. If not, I totally understand.
I have a haircut.
Frankie, how are you doing? You still having a bad day? Frankie got in trouble yesterday. Or today. He got in trouble today. Twain 313. Love the haircut, Brian. Yeah, you know, I hate long hair. Never have liked it. Okay, so indie set. Okay, so shipping with Brian. So everybody likes to watch me ship. So These are the items I sold last night. Kind of a slow night, but you can't expect every... Sold a die-cast gun set. We sold an electric train set. What else? Oh, I sold one of these. I showed you guys I showed you these a couple days ago, but this is the Scale Electric. This is the Scale Electric BMW 3 E3 Team Jagermeister. Sold one of these last night. That's nice. I got some more Scale Electric track coming in. I ordered some Scale Electric track along with a really cool Scale Electric assortment, which I'm going to explain when I get it in. Plus, I got the new Scale Electric the Scale Electric what was that? Oh yeah, DeLorean from Back to the Future. I didn't order a lot of them, but I ordered enough to make people happy. I hope. I need to get one more item I forgot. Hummer and the Viper. Sorry. But I'm not really okay, that's not that. Viper. Hummer Viper. This is a nice little combo. These are 440. Hummer and the Viper 440 X2. Now these are really fast cars. All right, I think that's everything except for the Wild Bill. Frankie's making comments. He's making noises, which will get him in trouble. And then he'll wonder why he can't play the Switch for the rest of the month. Right, Frankie? Huh? We still have the Snake Mongoose sets. They're doing quite well. I don't let me tell you something. An average retailer, an average hobby retailer would order only about, maybe at the max of them, 3 of them. That's what an average hobby store would order. 3. Just 3 sets. Because a lot of retailers, this is just my philosophy, and this is how I've always been a retail, is that if you're going to carry a hot item, carry lots of them. I call it rack and stack them. It's basically how I got my job with Scale Electric. So let me tell you that story real quick. Well, let me tell you as I'm working. I don't have to be on the camera. Do you have the return track loop for the Snake Mongoose set? Okay, David Roach has just made an interesting comment, which I was going to do a video on this when my son gets here. All right, so if you own a Snake Mongoose set, it's a drag strip. All right. Now, hold on a second. Brian Young, Pro Tinkers.
Hey, what's going on, Brian?
Good. We're live right now on and what can I help you with?
Hey, what's going on? It's Peter Morales, your UPS account rep.
Oh, hey, I'm doing a live broadcast right now. Can you call me back in about by like 11:30 or like 1 o'clock?
Okay, that works for me.
Hey, thank you very much.
No problem. Take care.
Yep. Okay, so what they do is Auto World makes what they call the return loop for the drag strip. Well, I have a ton of track. The return loop, okay. Now, Auto World, their suggested retail is $49.99. My price is going to be $39.99. And we'll have the return loop available probably by the end of this day. So it's basically a return loop. You see that? It's basically because your drag strip, let me do this real quick, then I got to get shipping. The drag strip is just a drag strip. You know, it's one track. Well, the return loop is enough to make it a complete circle or an oval, basically. So when you're done with your drag, then you can come back around, get in the starting grid and go boom. Now, they didn't make it like that because they wanted to make it authentically drag strip, okay? And so the return loop is just because you're a slot car, you can just bring the car around and connect back. So we will have the Pro Racing drag strip return loop. It's not an official Auto World. I'm going to be putting together one, okay? So we're going to be offering that here very soon as I do some pictures and images of it. So that is for David. Good morning, Brian. With Tyler. Tyler, we do have the Scalextric Art Platinum, please. We have that in stock. Antoine is back online again. So we got 9 people watching. All right, so I'm not going to answer messages right now. So I'm going to tell you the story of how I got into SCX. All right, so I'm going to come over here and start shipping. So I got to lay everything out that I have sold. I lay everything out of all the different items I have. Frankie, can I ask why you're not sitting on the steps? So Frankie is my son. He's about 8. And he has problems listening. I don't know how many of you ever listened, or didn't listen to your parents. I had 3 sons already. This is my second set of sons. It's a long story. I will explain it to you if you want. So how did I get... Let me turn this a little bit. All right, right now I'm sitting down. I'm sitting down at my chair because I'm going to print the labels. So I'm sitting down here shipping the labels. I'm not going to look at the messages right now, okay, guys? So if you're going to put a message in, I'm not going to look at it right now. I want to get all my labels printed first, okay? All right, so we've sold... Oh, boy. So you're asking me, so now I'm going to tell you my story of how I got into SCX. So I was basically building houses in Michigan, St. Clair Shores, back in '96. 96, I had a store. I was working for a guy, and he had a. This is before I was building houses. Now I need a Wild Bill. I'm getting off track. I know. Just give me a minute, guys. Lawman, Rustler. Lawman. Is that what I want? Lawman? No, Wild Bill. I want Wild Bill. Wild Bill. I think I'm out of the Wild Bill. Shoot. You know, I'm always missing one. No, got one more. No, that's the Rustler. Shoot. All right. So, anyways, I had a store. Well, I had a newsstand. All right. I had a newsstand, and I sold that newsstand to open up another store called Rarities, Gifts, and Collectibles. And this guy wanted me to open this store for him, so I sold my newsstand to open a store for him. And he ended up screwing me, but that's a long story. Or another story. So I opened up his rarities. He really had a lot of sports memorabilia. And we opened it in downtown Findlay, which really wasn't a good idea. We should have gone into the mall, and he realized that after we had done it. Go upstairs and get me a 5.5. A 5.55 and a 5.54. They're the little army men. They're going in. They're
the Lego ones?
No. They're on this side going into the bedroom. On the right-hand side, they'll say like Civil War, all that. All right. So, anyways, he wanted me to open up, and so we opened up Rarities, Gifts, and Collectibles. It did okay the first year, but then that was in '95. And quiet. I'm talking. All right. I told you to stay in the bedroom until noon. No one's listening. But that's okay. I guess I'm going to have to deal with it. No one's listening. All right. So anyway, I opened up the Rarities, Gifts, and Collectibles. We're in downtown Findlay. It was okay, but we didn't do what we really wanted to do, and so we decided to move to the mall. But before I had opened Rarities, when I had Young's Newsstand, I went to Irwin Toy at the time, and they showed me their showroom, and they had this huge Scalextric layout. Okay, and so they were the Scalextric rep or manufacturer for Scalextric Hornby for like 6-7 years. All right, they were the key guys that were carrying Scalextric in the United States. They were the importer, you could call it. They did the manufacturing. They literally did everything, and then they gave a percentage to Hornby in England. Of course, that's not saying a lot, but I'm getting off track. You know what I can't do? I can't do two things at one time. Hold on a second here, guys. Yeah, that's good. 7 pounds. Nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm getting there. All right, so when I had Young's Newsstand, I bought a ton of Scalextric because I was going to sell it at my newsstand. But then it's a long story, but I got kind of frustrated with the newsstand. There was, I was bored. I had done what I wanted to do. I created a newsstand, and then I've always wanted to do things that, are like impossible. And I did it, I opened up Young's Newsstand, we did really well. I was very successful at Young's Newsstand. And then I decided, you know what? And so when this guy came to me and said, "Hey, Brian, do you want to open a store for me?" I go, "Oh yeah, I love to open stores. Oh, I can't wait. That'd be so fun." And so I jumped at the chance because I was 96, 99. I was like 30 years old, 35, almost 40, 35, ready to go, wanting to do anything. And so I opened up Rarities, and then we decided to move to the mall, and that's when we became Rarities, Gifts, and Collectibles. And we turned it. I said, the owner, I said, "Hey, if you really want to make money, we sell hobbies and also collectibles, because it will fit kind of both genders." So we started selling slot cars. I set up this big track in the store. Okay, of one of the sets. The biggest set that I sold was the Scale Electric had this set called the Pole Position. And it was like $199, but it was like 20 feet of track. You got 2 cars. It was a phenomenal deal. And I was ordering 10 at a time from when you do that, they can hear that, Mark. So I started buying these sets in groups of 10. And I stacked them up. And this is how I did this at Young's Newsstand. I always bought things in volume because I realized that, that's how things were going to sell. And you're saying, what does that have to do with anything? Well, I'm talking about why I bought so many Snake Mongoose. I might not sell a lot of Snake Mongoose sets right now. I will sell Snake and Mongoose forever. I will be the only one that has the Snake Mongoose sets. When half these retailers have moved on to another item. And that's the problem is a lot of retailers, they don't have a long-time foresight. They have short-term goals, and they want to keep those goals. And a lot of retailers won't be successful when you have short-term goals. You have to have long-term goals. You have to look in the future. Now, that's also an investment. Retail is you want to make money at it, but it's also an investment. And that's why, when you are selling something to somebody, a lot of times it's the instant gratification. So you're always wanting to get the hottest thing. That's true, but that's not the only end all. That's important in retail. And so I was selling all these sets, and so the guy that I opened the store for, he was a crook, and he fired me after the first year because I was supposed to get 10% of sales, and we did like $400,000. Well, he didn't want to give me $40,000, so the easiest way is just to fire me, which he did. And so that's when I knew a pastor in Michigan. He said, hey, they're looking for builders because 96 was a big booming year for building. And so I was building houses in Michigan, and I kept calling Irwin Toy. And Grant Irwin, which was one of the co-owner or one of the grandsons of the owner, he said, how did you sell all those sets? You sold 100 sets. I sold 100 Scale Electric sets in 1 year, which I don't think anybody has ever done that in a retail store, just to be truthful about it. And so what did I do? I want to make sure all my numbers on my shipping labels are right. Sometimes I put them at first class, and they really are supposed to be first class. Sorry, I didn't get a very good night's sleep. So this is this is Shipping with Brian. I'm Brian Young with ProTinkerToys.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Give us thumbs up. Share us with everybody you know so we get more people into the slot car and the toy hobby. People are loving the website. I do appreciate it. We have a lot of people that just love going to the website. I get a lot of people calling me, and then they place their orders, which is really exciting. We really want to thank you for that. This is a passion of mine. I love helping customers. I love selling. I love the sale. So there was a girl at Rarities, Gifts and Collectibles, and she had never sold in her entire life. And I used to talk to her about how you need to hook them. You need to hook them when you're trying to sell something. You need to get them hooked, because it's like fishing, And so when you get them hooked, now you got the sale. Well, I kept teaching her that. I'd stand behind her and I'd throw a hook like this, like try to catch them, get them to sale. Well, and then she would always watch me how I was selling everything. Well, one day she called me and she called me at night, and she was so excited. She goes, Brian, you will never believe what happened. I go, what? Oh, I hooked them. I sold a $200 train set. It was so awesome. She was so excited because she sold this $200 train set. And I told her exactly, why to sell a $200 train set over a $10 train set. And she was so excited, and she liked it. Anyway, I just thought you'd like that. Hummer and Viper. Okay, Hummer and Viper. So that's one item. And then let's see, this is H&T. And then this is 99005. Frankie, how you doing there? You touching things you're not supposed to touch? He constantly touches things. He's supposed to sit there, but his hands is constantly touching things that he's not supposed to touch.
Put it back.
And he's just doing it more. He just
Put it back.
Call now to receive your free information kit. Call 800-692-9946. So you can tire bender. All right, the atomic clock says in 5 seconds it will be 10 o'clock Eastern Time, and any moment now we'll hear from Fed Chair Powell and Treasury Secretary Mnuchin. They're testifying by telephone, by the way, before Congress. Edward Lawrence has been following it. Edward, do you know what they're going to say?
Yes, I have the opening statements from both men, and Fed Chairman Jay Powell is going to tell senators that the Federal Reserve tools that they put into place will remain there until economic conditions improve. He's also going to say the federal funds rate will stay near zero until they're confident the economy has weathered this shock and they're on their way back to full employment. The Fed Chairman believes that we can get back there. Also, Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin will tell senators that the IRS has given already $240 billion to 140 million Americans.
Hey, get a Nissan. Okay, guys. Let's see here.
Like
A Tyco Nissan over there. You got a Nissan. It's a blue. It's like a turquoise Nissan. All right, now what I do is I lay out. That's a Nissan. Nope. Look for a Nissan. Everybody. Fly.
Rescue package. That's a thing. Do we get it or don't we get it? Do they want to know?
Track. I'm gonna put that together. C4110. 555. Where? Okay, right there. Kit 9995.
Do you really want to see more? I don't know why you laugh. Do you want to see a lot more
Viper.
from the Federal Reserve?
Okay.
I think still a lot of small businesses out there that are hurting.
Is it a Nissan? Yep, that's a Nissan.
That's gone through the system, right? We've got $3 trillion we've already spent.
Okay, so all these items.
That'll be $6 trillion.
Where's the Nissan?
A million seconds is 11 and a half days.
Where's the Nissan label?
Is almost 32
I just had that here.
A trillion seconds is
Nissan right here. Okay, here.
Frankie, get down.
You can start packing these.
that's what we're talking about. The size of the
Make sure you do this one, pack this one well. This one goes in here. This one can go.
You know what I think will be the greatest help for the
This can go in here.
liability protection.
So anyway, I'm sorry, getting back to my sales. So I sold 100 sets, and I kept calling Arrow & Toy wanting for a job. Well, Grant finally gave me a job, and that's how I basically got into selling slot cars for the last 20 years, 24 years. Listen. It froze. Did you touch this?
No. The thing, right in the hand.
Hold on a second. Camera froze. Sorry about.
I'm going to see it froze.
We'll see what happens after enough of the Scott
Should be coming back online soon.
Check that market. We're still down just 6 points. 24,400 is where we are. A couple of stocks worth watching today. Home Depot, they reported earlier, sales up, revenue up, but they spent over $800 million.
All right.
Because of the virus.
All right, so here's so I got my job with Irwin Toy by I called Grant Irwin every single day. When I was building houses in Michigan, I'd have to get up at like 6 o'clock. We'd go to the build site. I was building home. I was the sawman. Now, what is a sawman? A sawman cuts all the timber, the 2x4s, the 2x6s, the 199s, the 6x5s, like for all the framing of the windows. And that's what my job was, to cut all those pieces of wood, all right, and then have them stacked up. I had to buy because I'm a lefty, I had to buy a left-handed saw because I couldn't do this. I had to have a left-handed saw. And those guys, they go, wow, we've never seen a left-handed circular saw. I go, it's amazing. So anyway, I called Grant every day for a job. And that's my history to get into SCX. And also, it's basically, hey, could you be a little bit quieter back there with the tape? Okay, thank you. All right. He just doesn't listen sometimes.
Go slowly.
So, I don't know how old any of you guys are, but I have one recommendation for you. I was making $75,000 building houses. That's what my pay was. It was great. It was hard work, but I was making a ton of money. But my passion was selling toys. I wanted to work for Irwin. And when I got hired for Irwin back in 1997, it was $35,000. So I went from 75 to 35 because I loved selling toys. You have to go after what your passion is, okay? And when you go after it, you have to go after it with all your vigor. You know, you have to be committed to it, okay? And it's that, or you know, or you'll never fulfill what you really want to do in life, okay? And that's the key, is to constantly pushing your he is tearing that tape so I think he's doing it on purpose. It's not funny. I can see you right here. He's a jerk sometimes. Unbelievable. So that's how I got my job at at Irwin Toy. I was there about 5 years. 97, 98, let's see, 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001. Yeah, because Irwin Toy went out of business in 2002. A long story. But that was 5 years. I was with them 5 years, most in 2007. I started there in March of 2007. Or not 2007, I'm sorry. 1996 to 2001. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to give you a little story on how I got into SCX. It's following your passion, and don't ever think that you're too old to do anything you want to do, because you're never too old. If you have a passion and you have a dream, fulfill your dream and fulfill your passion. Because if you don't, you'll go through the rest of your life regretting that you didn't do it. Okay? Yeah, you like Mark's haircut? Mark's got his haircut too. I got my haircut. They don't want to hear from you, frankly. Everybody said they don't want to hear from you, okay? Sit down. You're supposed to be sitting down. Open that door. See, you're not sitting still, Frankie. You're not listening. Sit down, Frank. Open the door. Open the door and then sit down, Frank. Now, Frankie is sitting in his stool because he didn't listen. It was very simple this morning. We had breakfast. They had waffles, and I said to him, "When you're finished, go to your room and play." See, they don't know how to play. Oh my gosh! When I was a kid, I could play with anything. Oh my gosh! Lincoln Logs. I had a ton of Lincoln Logs. They don't know how to play. They want to. I shouldn't have got them a Switch. That's the problem. They got everything in their room. Hot Wheels, everything. And they're bored. I give up sometimes. So, that's the story of me with SCX and with Irwin Toy. And I hope that was enlightful for you. If anybody understood it, What?
Ta-da.
So they did it, and all the press went bonkers, basically predicting that this would be a petri dish of coronavirus. You know, one guy said if Liberty reopened, people will die. Well, they just finished out the school year, and it turns out no one living on campus, meaning these kids in the dorm or working on campus, tested positive for coronavirus. There were a few cases, but they were traced largely to the community. One kid living at home.
Well, I'm doing this other, somebody opened, bought a Seat Leon.
But you would have thought it's been on Governor DeSantis in Florida just pilloried for this, and now it turns out that they may have done something wrong. Well, Ronnie says a COVID denier. I think he blamed it on North Korea. And he said a couple of things like it might be North Korea.
All right, guys. Got another label. Now, wait a minute. Are you going a little bit too fast? See, I have to check his work. Mark's work, sometimes he likes to rush things, okay? That Seat Leon, that's the Hummer Vipers. That's 2 cars.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you know, we didn't get bags at the post office.
Me?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because then didn't give me any back.
Alright, you be quiet.
What? I was the only one going to the post office.
Okay, guys. Let's see. What else are we doing? All right, what else we sell? Guys, we just sold a Ninko extension track pack. Will you be getting in Carrera 1/24th cars? Okay. Carrera. All right, so people want to know if I'm going to get Carrera. Well, right now I'm trying to get Skelectric. All right. Carrera means I'd have to buy all the Carrera cars, and I would like to do that, but it's not going to be something I can do right now. I'm trying to build up an inventory of Skelectric, and so I'm trying to do it slowly but surely without breaking the bank. All right. There's one thing, good thing, that happened because of the coronavirus is that people, it's really helped the slot car industry. I would not have bought the quantities of the snake mongoose set if it wasn't for the coronavirus. That was supposed to come in back in snake mongoose. All right, so Brian gave me a list. Oh, sweet. Oh, I don't need that. All right, so
Rising energy costs are frustrating. Electricity rates continue to increase, and there's no way to get inside. It's also smart to look
Dad, Mark put something on your head.
in the dark. You need a
yeah, he's
solution
trying to get in
that can save
trouble.
money, prepare for power outages, and help the environment. Introducing the Generac Power Cell, a battery storage system that harnesses the power from the sun to help reduce your electric bill and provide backup power during utility power outages.
Look, the battery's charged. 450 hours now.
PowerCell's revolutionary technology captures and stores power even when
Thank
some
you,
power
Dan,
isn't available from the grid.
Antoine or Antoine.
Demand times when electricity costs are high. You should
Hello.
reduce your electric bill by saving you money.
Yes,
When
it
power
is.
fails, PowerCell is ready to supply backup power to your home.
Yes, I'm so
PowerCell's
sorry.
smart
We have to
grid
cancel
easy
our
customization
July
and home budget.
trip.
And PowerCell is backed with a
I'm
10-year
really sorry
warranty.
about this.
We're legally
I
responsible
hope
with
things go well for you.
I'm cold.
When do you expect to be open? Oh, you are? Okay, so you are going to be open. Okay, good. Well, if things change, we just, everything's, so we're trying to reevaluate how we're going to be doing our summer. It just got so screwed up.
You will likely qualify for tax credits and tuition rebates.
Right, right. Well, yeah, the value card obviously won't get taken. Just the night, right? That's good. We'll get refunded, right? Yeah. Right, exactly. Yep. Right.
Easily keep tabs on your energy consumption, monitor your battery usage,
Got it.
and track
Okay.
savings. And don't wait.
Yep.
Call or go online now.
Exactly right.
PowerCell. Savings
Thank you
powered by
so
the sun.
much. Have a good summer.
Coronavirus
Bye
waves
bye.
could change the health picture. Reopening America.
Why do you
Now more
talk
impacts
so
suggested that
slow
Tuesday will
on
fall
the
into
phone?
continuing coverage.
I had to because I wanted to.
Why?
Okay, so
JG Wentworth, how can I help you get cash? I want to pay off my debt and move into my own place.
JD
I need
Wentworth,
cash
ain't
now.
there doing cash
Simple
now?
enough. Do you get regular payments from an insurance company? For example, from a personal injury settlement or a car accident? Yes.
let me
Monthly.
print these
When you're
labels
looking
for
for
the.
a
Please don't
The
touch
deal is
that.
my money and I need
Thank
to
you
pay
very
it.
much.
Right. So how does
Are
this
you
work?
trying to get me upset?
For some or all of your future payments, we give you a lump sum of
I
cash.
swear, my kids, they like to get me. Now, see, when you're standing, you're bouncing that camera.
What will you do with more cash? Buy a car, get an apartment, go to school? After all, it's your money. Use it when you need it. Call now and you'll also get $25 for receiving a quote.
Call 877-CASH NOW for your free Cash Now quote. That's 877-CASH NOW. Call now.
Thanks, JG Wentworth.
All right, their opening statements and testimony has begun. Left-hand side of the screen, that's Treasury Secretary Mnuchin testifying virtually before Congress. Main point that he's said so far, the economy, when it emerges, will be stronger than ever. No impact on the market at this point. As of now, we're down 80 points on the Dow Jones Industrial
Well,
Average.
let's see, guys.
I mean, a tiny fraction on the S&P, but the Nasdaq.
You know what's a really good combo that I'm selling? I'm so glad I bought these cars. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. I hope everybody's listening. All right. No one's listening to me. Okay, so I bought back in. So I was at the. Okay, so everybody understands. Just so everybody understands that this virus that we've had, this crony virus, it's been in the States since November of last year. And how do I know this? Because I went to the IAPA show in Vegas, or not in Vegas, in Okay, I'm talking. He's not supposed to be in here with an umbrella. I went to the IAPA show, which was basically an amusement park convention. Had over 50,000 attendees. The Chinese were all over it. Anyway, that's where the virus came in. Wahoo, everybody was from that area. Anyway, back then, when I was at that show, I called Auto World. Well, I knew Auto World, and I said, do you have any closeouts? And they told me, yeah, we want to close out these 3 cars. The Kit, the Bandit from Smokey and the Bandit, and Knight Rider. Kit, the regular Kit, and this is car. And they had like 1,800 of these things. And I said, oh man, do I want to buy all these? It was a lot of money. I'm going to tell you. And I said, could you give me, can you guys help me on this? And they did. And now I have, and these things sell every single day. Okay, I'm on the phone right now. I'm talking, guys. So this is just one example of something that I buy. And right now I'm going to be making a big purchase in Race Masters. We're going to be carrying Race Masters sets. Race Master cars. We're going to be going into Race Masters too. So we're going to have there also, because they're a high-end. Race Masters is high-end. Auto World is midline. And then Arton and these other cheapers are your low-end sets. Hurry up.
This is part of the restart operation. They've but they've got to maintain social distance, no contact allowed. But it's on the way back, and Ash and I feel good about that. Kevin Harvick won NASCAR's first race since the lockdown. That was the Real Heroes 400 race.
This social distancing. Let me explain something to you guys again. So anybody that does not understand this, okay, Ryan Young, I am leaving in a little bit. I need to finish helping Zach with his car, then eating lunch and heading your way. Okay. Let's see, Tyrone Walker. I'm back. Need to fill a 8x12 table with one 30-second digital. Well, get yourself the Arc Pro. We have an Arc Pro combo. Go on ProTinkerToys.com, click in Arc, and look at our Arc Pro, plus then watch the video that we explain what you get in the Arc Pro. I've been selling these things like crazy. Get the Arc Pro combo kit, because you get a car, you get, well here, we'll show you real quick. Mark, I just sold one of these Arc Pro, here, put that over there. No, not him. You
wanted to do it, so you
I
can
just
yell
sold
at
one of these Arc Pros a couple days ago, guys. Get the exact blade out. So let me show these right here, these guys, real quick. So, so the Arc Pro. Where's the box? Oh, here it is. Please don't do that. Thank you. All right, let me get this set here. So this is your basic Arc Pro set. All right. So you get an Arc Pro. This is the bundle kit that I'm offering. You get a car. I give you an extra car. You get a converter track so you can convert Scale Electric into SCX and SCX into Ninko. So you'll be able to convert all the sets. You get a free hand throttle. Well, not free. It's bundled into a package. And then you get a chip to digitize that car. So you'll be able to run 3 cars in your set. And that's the bundle kit that we're offering. I just sold one of these. Matter of fact, Mark, we need to take this stuff and put it into this box. We got to ship this out because that's the second part of his order you ordered yesterday. And you're sitting around and we've got this, we've got this, we've got this. This needs to be put in this box right here, and make sure you put some paper around it to protect it. This needs to be bubble wrapped and then put into a large envelope. Okay, so that's a good deal. And you get up one more time, you're going to stay there another hour. Just so you know.
Dave, what are you
You
doing?
get up, turn around, sit down, put your hands in your lap, and just sit, just like that.
I can see David still. David, what are you doing back
No, it's not the
there?
Arco Platinum. All right, so here's the deal. There's a lot of stuff that's not out right now, guys. The only digital set that's available right now is the Arc Pro, because the Platinum, so I'll show you here real quick here. Just give me a second. Calm down, everybody. Calm down! I say calm down!
Doesn't fit in here.
What do you mean it won't fit in here?
This part doesn't fit in here. Oh, I didn't know you could bend it.
Make sure you wrap that. All right, so you basically have 3 different digital sets. All right, you have the World GT. That's the World GT, and then the Le Mans. That's the Arc Pro, the Le Mans. That's what you're getting, the Le Mans. And then you get the Sunset Speedway, and then the Pro Platinum. That's 4 cars. Now the Pro Platinum set is $649.
$649?
Yeah, it's $649.
Better be good.
It is a really good set. Now that might be a little bit less, but it's probably going to be pretty close to $649, maybe $599. I'd probably be selling that for $599.
What are you doing?
But I don't have, those are not available yet. The only set that's available right now, which I'm selling like crazy, is the 24 Hours Le Mans. 24 Hours Le Mans. All right, come on, Brent. 24-hour Le Mans. And that's in our bundle kit. All right? I'm selling about 1 a day right now. I don't know why. It's just that's what I'm doing. All right, so we're coming to what time did we go live? We're coming to the first hour. We've got 8 people watching, just kind of having fun. I do have GT40s in stock. HO GT40s, you mean the Ford GT40? Yeah, they're listed. All right, so
Oh, good, you left your umbrella here. I moved it. I know.
So this guy, Donald Cooper, bought the Knight Rider, or that's the kit, the Knight Rider and the car. He bought a combo. Let's
Both the car?
car. Yeah, it was the last ditch effort. Arc Pro bundle. What's the weight on that?
I didn't weigh it. I thought you already knew.
I'm going now.
No, David, don't leave.
You need me.
Stay in here with us.
Yeah.
We needed you. You're too cute. Come on.
Why?
We need you to stay in here.
No, we don't need anything.
Come on, leaving. No, go.
Dang it, who left?
What?
Well, guys, I got off track. I had a guy that bought a snake mongoose set.
Hello.
Had a guy call me. Oh my gosh, my camera. Holy cow.
David.
David.
Don't jump around.
So I had a guy bought a snake mongoose set. Oh, anyways, I was talking about, I went to the, back in November, I went to the IAPA show, or the IAPA show in Orlando. It's the largest trade show, the largest amusement park trade show in the world. They basically have mini roller coasters. Go watch some of my older videos at ProTinkerToys.com. You know, go to my older, when I'm done here, go watch some of my older videos back in November. I was at show. I show you these roller coasters. You know, I'm walking around. Chinese were everywhere. That's where the virus came from. Herd immunity is what stops it. Herd immunity. That means when lots of people are together, we share it quickly, and then we build immunities and we stop it. Okay? It's the way things have been for thousands of years on the planet Earth. I'm lecturing you right now. I'm sorry, but I'm fed up with this stupid virus. It only affects about 0.004% of the population. Now, if you will say to me, well, Brian, don't you care about those people? I will tell you, no. And you'll say to me, well, that's insensitive. No, here's why. Here's why. Do you realize that 1.3 million people die every year from car accidents? That is 3,000 people a day die from car accidents. Do you worry every day about those 3,000 deaths? I don't, because I don't even know about it. You know, if you don't shut up. I don't, because I don't know every single one of those persons that die. Now, a person that dies in a car accident, how many people have known somebody that dies in a car accident? I do. But do I shut my life down? Do I decide not to drive a car anymore forever? No. It's called, we call it, and this is just life. I'm sorry for facts. It's called, we just call it acceptable deaths, okay? That's the way life goes. Why do you think families back in the 1800s had 10, 12 kids? Because they lost 6 or 7 before the 12. They had lots of families, lots of kids. They wanted to have lots of kids because they lost a lot of kids. That's life. That's why we became the greatest nation on earth. We just wanted to be free. Free. Born free. Free as the wind blows. La 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 la. And I'm... Okay. So that was my crazy time, all right? Now, so here's what a customer bought. He bought one of my snake mongoose sets, but he also bought some extra straight track. So what I do is, because in these sets, there's a lot of empty space. I mean, there's a lot of empty space, which I do not like when they make these sets. This is all empty space. Do you know how much product can go in that space? It's a lot of empty space. So I am taking this out. Will you please? It's not funny, Mark.
Set the box down, David.
All right, so I'm going to put, he ordered some extra straight track. Go get me a car. From Knight Rider. Car. The car.
What kind of car?
Car.
Knight Rider.
Which car?
Car.
A Knight Rider.
The one that says car on it.
Bandit?
Not Bandit, car. Okay, if I have to come over there, I'm gonna whomp on you so hard that your face is. Okay.
Hit it!
Car!
Hit it, car? You want the car gone?
Car.
He's not going to pursue statewide.
All right, I'm gonna. You know, you.
After the state Supreme Court struck it down.
Get over here. Get over here right now. I said, get over here. Get over here. You be quiet. I'm not gonna deal with this anymore. I'm telling you, that is a car. You understand me? Now get over there. So, now what I do is I take this car and I'm gonna put this in the box because there's plenty of room. Now, some people don't want me to do that because they want their box to be nice and brand new, and I understand that. I get it. You know. But so that I can sell these extra parts and everything, this car needs to go in that box.
No, I'm picking up the box.
So
Why else would you put the box under the car?
this gentleman ordered extra straight track, so I'm giving him extra straight track. Uh-oh. Almost forgot his transformer. I don't think you'd be happy about that, would you? So we're going to stick this in here. And this is, what's his name? Keith. Keith Ryan.
That's my bar lion. Not Keith. The last name is Ryan.
Alright, so we're going to tape this up again. And then we're going to stick that back in the box. And I'm going to tape this. Okay, now that's all ready to go. You want to get a Lego? Now this is generic. This is a generic trains. It's not Legos, but it's you know, knockoff. They're pretty cheap.
You can't
It's
say
simple
Lego.
over.
You're gonna get copyrighted.
And this is electric. This is a neat one too. This is kind of like a train station with a crane and everything. Kind of cool. All right, can you please get all the boxes and put them over there that are the shipping boxes? Oh, here, Mark, right here. You got, see, these are right here. Okay, I'm not going to tell you again. Get these packages.
Got the comment.
All right, that does it. I'm going to tape them to the floor. Hurry up and get those done.
Yay!
Quiet. Okay, so how to clean your old track? How to clean old track? Okay. Now, okay, how to clean your track? That's a good question. I'll take a minute to explain that. All right, so you have two types of track. You have HO track, which is a rail. It's a thin rail, okay? And that best way to do that is with ultra thin sandpaper, because all you want to do is get the grime off the top. Then you want to give it a good coat of Goo Gone, which I will show you. Let me go get some Goo Gone. Hey, what happened to my Goo Gone?
Maybe you went gone.
It's right here. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Here, let me get my whitening rag.
Do that funny thing again.
All right, so you want to get your Goo Gone. You can get it in the paint aisle at Home Depot. Goo Gone. You want to take a little bit of Goo Gone. Okay, just put them over there. I don't know what you're doing. You want to squirt a little bit on your towel, and then after you've sandpapered your track, just go over it like this. Give it a nice clean dust, because you want to get that grime off it. All right. Because when these are made, they're made in a Chinese factory, and they'll get kind of dirty. Now, the next type of track is your 1/32, and that's a flat rail, okay? Because your copper brushes are going to glide on that. So I can take my finger right here. Let's just wipe this here, and you'll see the grime. See, not so much because this isn't really a bad track, but
Disgusting!
so you want to shine those up a little bit with Goo Gone. Let's get a little bit more on my thing here. Let me get a white. Well, see, these aren't really bad tracks. I keep these in my photo booth so they don't get really that dirty. See, there's not that much dirt on them. But that's what you want to do, is you want to use Goo Gone on cleaning your track, keeping it clean so you can keep your cars running. I hope that helped everybody. How to clean the track. Do you have the tune-up kits for the drag? Not yet, Adam. Adam, I'm working on it. I'm working on the drag strip tune-up kits. Tune-up kits, Extreme, Pit 4 gear. All right, I'm going to order those right now. All right, I'll have the pit kits here in another day or two. Let me send an email to Auto World. Alrighty, let's see.
I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
You always have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah,
I have never seen a guy that has to constantly go to the bathroom.
His name starts with an R, ends with an N.
They were staying here.
He's your son.
Yeah, Ryan. Yes, I know.
Yeah. Apparently you have seen someone that goes to the bathroom more than me.
I've never seen the guy that constantly has to take a dump. It's really amazing. You need to have yourself checked.
You need to have yourself checked.
It's not raining now anymore.
We're still down about 170 on the Dow, slightly lower on the S&P. The Nasdaq continues with its gains. That's the state of play on the markets. Restaurants getting heat for charging customers a virus surcharge. Grady Trimble joins us. What's this all about, Grady?
Well, it depends on the restaurant. Some restaurants are doing it, some aren't, and they're also charging different amounts. But the reason that they're doing this is because their costs have gone up. Just like you and I are paying more at the grocery store for things like meat and eggs, well, they are too. So in some cases, they're passing that cost along to the customer. We have one example that went viral in Missouri, a $2.19 charge for a $50 order, and the person who paid that was not very happy. And then another example here in Chicago over the weekend, a restaurant added a 26% charge to all orders, and then they got so much backlash that they actually announced that they were doing away with that charge. But restaurants have added costs.
I am getting these on order there, Adam. I'm sorry. I can only do so much, guys. I try. I really try.
2 months in most states.
Yeah, but a 26% surcharge seems a tad excessive to me. That's adding on a quarter.
And the court of public opinion agrees with you.
I think so too. All right, thanks, Ed. All right, stay on the food industry. I'm staying there. Stu Leonard Jr. is with us. Stu Leonard's is a chain of grocery stores, predominantly in the Northeast, and fine grocery stores they are too. It was a Stu Leonard's that I went into back in 1972. That was my first American supermarket ever, anywhere. And Stu Leonard Jr. joins us now. Take the mask off and we see who you are. All right. Now, what's it?
Hi, Stuart. How are you today?
I'm in great shape. I want to ask you about the meat shortage. Have you had trouble getting meat supplies to your chain?
Well, no, we haven't. You know, we have not. We're smaller. I think what you're hearing about is the big national.
Okay, Adam, I should have those tune-up kits probably by the end of next week.
Meat packing plants in the Midwest. They are down to 70% capacity right now, but they're building 80%, 90% as people who are quarantined are coming back.
And Antoine, it could be a bad ship,
Temporary shortage.
or you might need to
Today, we haven't experienced it at Stu Leonard. We buy from smaller suppliers.
Okay. Now,
You might need to reprogram the chip. But I've told people before that SCX, the old WOS, I mean the WOS, I still have WOS cars that are available. I mean, those are available. Not a lot. I have about 20 sets of SCX WOS. All right. Now, that is a closed system, and what it means is there's not any more of it available. It's basically done. Now, that doesn't mean you can't use all the WOS cars. They have a little chip in them. And when you flip the switch, you can go analog or digital. So you can flip it to analog, and the car will run as a regular slot car. So they're not a throwaway type car where you can't use it on an analog track. You can use it on an analog track. And then your digitalization is a little bit more complicated because of the way the ARS system and the guide blade system is built on a Scale Electric set. All right, my son has still not got all this stuff done yet. And I'm running behind again. Always running behind. Always running behind. All right, so then I did this. This is my new thing here. I took my wrapping paper and hung it from the ceiling, so now I can wrap these sets very easily.
I can help.
Okay.
I can go faster. Here they come. David's marker. Still take it back though. What? Just take it back though. Don't.
And that is how I wrap the sets.
I can wrap the sets too. And dropped it.
What are you doing, David? All right. So, I don't want people to think that I was being insensitive about somebody not dying. What I was trying to do is make a point is that if we worried all day long about death, we wouldn't do anything. We would stay in our houses and we would be paranoid, and that's what it is. That's what it is, paranoid. I lost 2 kids, okay? So I know what it is to lose family members. I lost a son when he was 2 months old, Derek, back in 1990. I lost Kimberly in 2009 to the swine flu. I know what death is. All I'm trying to say is we accept. That means that we should not do anything that would take life. That means we shouldn't drive cars. We really shouldn't do anything. Well, that's unsustainable. That would not work in a reality world. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Political alert!
Okay, all right, fine. You're a jerk. You think that's funny? Can you please get over here and finish taking these items? Okay, I have a feeling I have to redo this. Well, I did this wrong, guys.
When you think I did, I'm always the one that gets it wrong.
Shoot. I need a couple pieces of paper. Well, your guys are asking me, what am I doing? Well, I packed this wrong. I mean, if I didn't care, I would have just left it alone, but it might damage the track, and so I need to, when I put the track in there, the extra track he bought, it's moving around in there, and so I need to put some paper. Oh, I can do that.
Always me. I just flicked you. You baby, you cry baby.
Beat him up.
Okay, please pick these up now.
I didn't even. I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't notice them until you say something. You don't have to shout at me.
Well, I have to do something because you're not listening.
I am too listening. I've been out here for about 2 hours working.
All right, there. That will make that set ship a little better now. I'm more happy with that.
Why are you hitting yourself? 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 Don't do that to me, David. If I fell, China would have an earthquake.
Dad, can you beat him up? Did you beat him up after?
Why are you so mean to me, David?
Because you never play Xbox with me.
Well, it's because it's my Xbox and you have your own Switch. That's the reason.
Wait, can me and Frankie play Minecraft together?
No.
Like,
No.
when Dad gets those sheets to let us play together,
No, you can't.
you need a membership.
Well, guys.
Yeah, I got that mama said to connect to Dad too.
Come on, Brian.
David's dead.
How did Dad get done?
So this box, because this is priority, so can I use this box?
If those three will fit inside that.
I'm
Priority boxes are free.
So I can use the priority box.
I can go watch it.
Yeah, I just said. Priority box is free. I don't pay for them. So if you ship them in that kind of box,
I'm not telling you.
it's better for me.
My priority box is free.
Because they want you to use their priority system. All right, everybody. I finally got his set all packed up again. I want to make sure nothing's rattling inside of it.
Found one. Found one more. There's nothing there. Found what? It says found one.
That's all I know how to think.
Ha! Found one. That's a good. Yeah, find it. No, the Lego.
All right, that's done there, guys. Well, this is Brian Young. Thank you for watching ProTinkerToys while in the shed.
There's nowhere.
Will you send a new chip that doesn't...
You went past it.
He wants me to send him a new chip.
What's wrong now, Dad?
Ha!
Give me a call tomorrow, Antoine. Don't call me today. I got too much to worry to do today. Call me tomorrow. Let's see here.
What you did. When I go faster and go in front of it. Nope, down. You just went past it. You went down there. Up. Very seldom.
Obama came through. Barack Obama had given up on her. She said, I can figure out a way to do this, and she did.
Forward now, close your eyes. Go up and close your eyes. No, I was afraid of
who's still wrestling with
No, I can't do it, remember?
David Geese and having problems setting up his phone.
Over there.
David, get away from Frankie.
That's who the president wanted.
I think we were being bounced a little behind with the honking geese, but we ran it several times. Hey, Brian, you're all right?
What?
We'll see you again soon. Thanks for promising. Cheer up, Brian. It's not that bad. Cheer up, ladies. Cheer up. On your screens right now, a preview for what
No,
we're
Mark
doing
took
next
them
Thursday,
away.
May 28th. We're hosting our very own America
Come
World
here, I play with
Virtual
me.
Town Hall here on Varney. We'll be joined by Dave Ramsey, Ken Coleman, Chris Hunt.
Guess who?
The Lego people.
I told him to come downstairs, so he went up there and started hitting these.
Give me back my Legos.
And shortly, you're going to see another presidential speech.
Where'd you get these?
No,
Those really-
Frankie. That's why he was up there.
Were you up there, Frankie? Okay, Adam, I'll have these next week's. Chris Hunt, did you receive an email I sent you yesterday? Chris Hunt. Okay, so let's see what Chris Hunt sent me. Chris Hunt. Frankie, quiet. I said be quiet, I'm working. Oh, he just got mad. Chris Hunt, I did not see your email, Chris. The best place to send it is professtinker.g. Sit down. It's professtinker@gmail. Anybody wants Chris Birch? I got Chris Birch. You better come down here, Frank. No, you're not.
I'm right here.
Bottom row. Bottom seat. Bottom seat. That's Frankie. Frankie's getting upset, everybody. Everybody, Frankie's getting upset. You want to sit there another hour?
No.
That's Frankie, everybody. You better sit down, Frank. You want to play your Switch? You better sit down.
Are we going out?
No, we're not going out.
Why do we go out?
Why we go out?
What do you have in your hand?
All right, guys. I just ordered the. Now what's he playing with?
I don't know. He's playing with something and he's like hiding it from me, so I don't know. You can deal with it this night. I'm done with it.
It's paper.
I don't know what to do anymore.
It's nothing.
I wouldn't be here if I thought reverse mortgages took advantage of any American senior.
I saw the spider.
Some way to take it home.
Cool. But it ran away.
This alone, designed for older homeowners, and it's helped over 1 million Americans. A reverse mortgage loan isn't some kind of take your money. It's a loan.
So, all right, guys. I wanted to say, did you receive an email? No, I didn't, Chris. I just want to tell everybody thank you very much again for watching Brian. I don't know what I am. Brian. Shipping with Brian. That's what it's called. Shipping with Brian. I just want to thank everybody for watching me today, and we'll see you on Thursday. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email us.
And don't forget.
And we got some neat things coming next week. We got Skill Electric, some Skill Electric track. We got the DeLoreans coming. I should have those Monday, or actually Tuesday. Monday will be a holiday. I want to thank all the people, Tyrone, Harry, Henry, Adam, and all the other people that are starting to watch. We really appreciate you supporting my website. Thank you for supporting ProTinkerToys.com and also eBay or YouTube for coming and watching my program. We're trying to do this twice a week for 1 hour. This was an hour and a half. And Chris Hunt.
Trust AAG for the best reverse mortgage solutions. Call 800-819-8044 so you can retire better.
Yeah, give me a call, Chris Hunt, because I sent him in 2 packages. The set comes in 1 package. The cars come in a package. All your accessories. It's impossible for me to ship them in 1 box because of how the boxes are set. So give me a call if you have any questions, Christopher or Chris Hunt. Hunt. Let's see, Hunt. Let's see here.
Sort of speech from the president. Fox News says the president will announce billions, plural, billions of dollars in aid for food distribution companies to help them deliver food to charities. That is a big deal. We'll bring you that speech live as soon as it is on your screens. All right, everyone.
So, well, I want to thank everybody. Have a nice day. See you later on the slide on the slide 9. And don't forget to go out to dinner if you can. Support your local business, support your local retailer, and have fun. See you later. Bye-bye.
He's the optimist here. He's looking to the other side of the virus shutdown, and he sees recovery, growth, and return to prosperity. Isn't that what a leader should be doing and saying? The crisis comes on suddenly. The president cuts travel from China, its source,